Shalom Saints, all praise to the Heavenly Father, Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, and double honors to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone, who are the elders and the apostles of the Israel of God. And here is an article going into a gigantic meteor that was seen across the Texas sky 2 days ago. And all praise to the Heavenly Father. I was at work when the incident occurred, and I was just coming out of my car, and I was walking up the ramp to go back into my building when I just saw a streak fly across the sky, and it was literally a gigantic fireball. And it was beautiful, it was sparkling, and the trail went on for a little bit. It went on for a while. It was a good 4 or 5 seconds of it just flying through the sky before it dissipated. And I go inside and I tell everybody about it. I was like, man, that joint was beautiful. That joint was marvelous. And everybody, is unbelieving. They're like, everybody in this society, especially in San Antonio, these lamos believe in Esau sciences. And when I said how big it was, everybody's like, oh, it's probably a satellite. Those things are always falling down. But no. So let's read this article. See, the Heavenly Father is in control. The Heavenly Father these people give all the credit to the red Hebrew Edomite. The Heavenly Father is the God of wonders and signs. So this article says a giant fireball was seen shooting across the Texas sky Tuesday night. We jump down. It says from Houston to Fort Worth, Texans across the state reported spotting a massive and bright light streaking across the night sky Tuesday. Some thought it may have been a shooting star or even leftover fireworks. It happened so fast that others questioned if they actually saw anything at all. Turns out that the mysterious blazing sky phenomenon was a fireball. Right, it was a meteor. Okay, so it says, now I'm going to jump down because the Heavenly Father has these different signs and wonders in the heavens for a sign of what's to come. This is in quotation marks. Somebody said, I caught it on my dash cam while traveling north on Interstate 37 about 20-30 miles with the woo. This is the quotation I wanted. Yeah, someone said, my husband was in the garage when he saw it zip by. A few seconds after it's passed, our power went off shortly. You see, in the Heavenly Father showing you these signs that he's about to completely decimate this place. You have power outages all over the place. You have egg production being cut by 8 million a day. The flooding in California. Okay, the different uproars in Brazil. This is going to be the book of Acts, chapter 2, and verse 16, 17. And it shall come to pass in the last days, saith God Yahweh, I will pour out my spirit upon all flesh, and your sons and your daughters shall prophesy, and your young men shall see visions, and your old men shall dream dreams. Right, and you see that on the YouTube, man, just random people from all walks of life. You even have different heathens declaring to you that our people are the Israelites and that God is doing the work in these days. And that's because the Heavenly Father is putting his spirit upon people to say these things. Verse 18, and on my servants and on my handmaidens will I pour out in those days of my spirit, and they shall prophesy. And I will show wonders in heaven above, and signs in the earth beneath, blood and fire and vapor of smoke. The sun shall be turned into darkness, and the moon into blood, before that great and notable day of the Lord come. And man, look, it's a blood moon damn near every night now, man. Really, just go out at night and just drive around, man. The moon be blood red. Last night I was driving around, and it was super blood red again. These are all signs. Now people just Esau chops it up, so oh yeah, the sun. This is the Heavenly Father doing these things. And you know damn well when you was younger, it wasn't no bright red moon damn near every night, every week. It wasn't happening like that. But these things are increasing because the Heavenly Father is showing you what he has planned for this place. The Lord is watching upon the evil. But these signs are a promise of destruction to the wicked, but they're also a sign of salvation for the righteous, for the disciples of the only begotten Yahweh Shai. Acts chapter 2 and verse 21. And it shall come to pass that whosoever shall call on the name of the Lord Yahweh Shai shall be saved. Ye men of Israel, hear these words. Yahweh Shai of Nazareth, a man approved of God Yahweh among you by miracles and wonders and signs, which God Yahweh did by him in the midst of you. as ye yourselves also know. You see, so Yahushua, his name is for the salvation of all those of Israel who hear these words, those who have an ear to hear. And we telling you, man, look, we having these fireballs fly through the sky and the moon turn red and these earthquakes in diverse places. You have all these things happening because the Lord is showing you that his word stands and that these words are faithful and true. And every single thing that he promised, he's going to do it. This is the book of Daniel, chapter 6 and verse 25. Then King Darius wrote unto all people, nations, and languages that dwell in all the earth, peace be multiplied unto you. I make a decree that in every dominion of my kingdom men tremble and fear before the God of Daniel, for he is the living God, Yahweh, and steadfast forever. In his kingdom that which shall not be destroyed, and his dominion shall be even unto the end. He delivereth and rescueth, and he worketh signs and wonders in heaven and in earth, who had delivered Daniel from the power of the lions. Right, you see, Daniel, those three holy children, Samson, these men were put into extremely dangerous and horrifying situations in order for the Heavenly Father to make 2nd Ezra 16 and 73 known. You see, and I'll go ahead and read that, and we can end off with this. The book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 16 and verse 73. It says, Then shall they be known who are my chosen, and they shall be tried as gold in the fire. Right, you see, so we're going to be put into situations and scenarios that are going to be scary. But as we just read in Daniel 6, the Heavenly Father is God who delivereth and rescueth. And the reason why he puts you in those situations is so that they can be known who are his chosen. 2nd Ezra 16:74. Hear, O ye my beloved, the wide house of David. Hear, O ye my beloved, saith the Lord Yahweh. Behold, the days of trouble are at hand, but I will deliver you from the same. Be ye not afraid, neither doubt, for God Yahweh is your guide. You see, and this is what our faith is in. The Heavenly Father is going to lift us up, just as whenever Peter began to sink walking on that water, Yahweh Shai lifted him up. Why? Because the Heavenly Father, Yahweh, sent Yahweh Shai to have care for the elect and to fulfill the Lord's will, which is what? Good old fashioned John. Hey, we're going to start reading this more. This is John chapter 3, verse 16. For God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son, that whosoever believeth in him should not perish, but have everlasting life. And we know this is speaking of whosoever in Israel. Verse 17, because it tells you in Matthew 1:21, he was given for the salvation of his people. And whenever you read that in the book of Revelation 7 and verse 4, Revelations chapter 7 and chapters 14, it tells you literally who's going to be saved and who are the ones who the Messiah is going to crown. It's only going to be Israelites. So those who believe on him, you will not perish, but have everlasting life. Verse 17, for God Yahweh sent not his Son into the world to condemn the world, but that the world through him might be saved. He that believeth on him is not condemned, but he that believeth not is condemned already, because he hath not believed in the name of the only begotten Son of God Yahweh. Right, so that being said, I pray it was edifying. All praise to the Heavenly Father, Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh, and double honors to the elders and the apostles of the Israel of God, who are the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone, and Shalom.